Hey everybody, this is Verna from Stampin' Notes with Farm Fresh Cards. It's Wednesday, July 7th. Nope, 6th. Oh my gosh, I always cannot remember. I need to think about that a little more before I get on here, huh? Anyways, I have a fun card for you today in our edition of Farm Fresh Cards. It is a diamond stair step card, and isn't it cute? I've used the Hippest Hippos, which is a free stamp set during Salabration, which is going on right now. Where you can write is on the back of it, and it stands up like this. So a little more about Salabration before we get going. If you don't have a mini catalog and a Salabration catalog and you would like one, let me know, and I would be happy to send you one. I am going to also get my computer up here now. Cards, it's Wednesday, July, and mute myself. Okay. So this is the mini catalog right here. It goes from July to December. It's filled with all kinds of goodies, and one of these nights I will do a review of that. And along with that is a Salabration catalog that goes until August 31st, and these are the free products with a qualifying order. And one of them is this adorable stamp set, the Hippest Hippos, which I'm using today, and the Hippo Dies. They're each free with a $50 order. So in order to get both, you would have you would spend $100 and you would be able to get both of them. So anyways, it's been a lot of fun using that. And that is what I'm using today. I'm moving along here because I'm heading to my granddaughter's basketball game. But I have one more thing, maybe two more things I want to talk about. July Sweet Notes Card Club features the Sweetest Cherry Stamp Set, one of my favorites, and the Punch. I love this. I remember as a little girl going to pick cherries along the Finger Lakes, probably up near Seneca Lake. But here's the cards, and you get everything to make these cards, 2 of each one. And this one is this will come already die cut, and you just have to put it on the front. This is the split card dies. I love that die. Here's the third one. Thank you for being so sweet. It's a fun fold. And here's another one, Sweet Friend. So if you're interested in that, it's $42. You get $20 of product included, along with the free video tutorial and the PDF tutorial, and also the shipping is included in that. And everything will be pre-cut for you. You are going to have the punch, and but these things here will be already die cut, and you will cut your own designer series paper, but all of the card stock will be pre-cut for you. It will include the ribbon, and let's see, the free product is the 2022-2024 pack of designer series paper, the 5 different colors of that, which I've used on these cards, and free pack of the opal rounds and a sheet of dimensionals are the free products. If you're interested in that, email me at vernastamps@gmail.com. And then one more announcement is our Stampin' in the Valley event. If you're interested in this and you live in the Canisteo, Western New York area, it is Thursday, July 28th, 2022 at the Canisteo American Legion. Make 6 cards, and the cost is $20 or free with a $25 order. If you bring a friend, you get to pick 2 cards from a card rack. So that will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. So let's get started with this card. And also, I figured out how to make an envelope that will fit it. because this is a little bit of an irregular size. This is like 6 by 6 size here. So we're going to start with our card base, and I'm using a different color scheme. I'm using Blackberry Bliss and our Design a Daydream host paper that's free with a qualifying party if you want to have an online party or an in-home party. But for our card base, this is Blackberry Bliss. This is 11 by 6. We're going to score it at 3. And my paper trimmer has a scoring blade and a cutting blade. And I'm using the scoring blade right now. And then it's 6. Sorry, I need to slide this down so you can see it. And then I'm going to pull the arm out on this because I need to go a little bit higher. So we've got 3, 6, 7.5. So I'm going to find 7.5 right here and score it. And 9. And 10. All right, so this is going to give us a lot of mountain and valley folds. I'm going to take that away. And we're going to mount and fold this end like this. Okay, so we have this kind of accordion fold like this. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm going to crease those down like that. And I'm going to go this way also. Also, if you're interested in ordering the supplies for this, and you use this host code, this week NX66UPBX, with your order at checkout, with a $50 order at checkout, I will send you a pack of these beautiful 2021-2023 in color opal rounds. Aren't they pretty? All right, so we have our little base made. And now we're going to start adding layers of designer series paper to our base and some cardstock. And the first one we're going to add is 3/4 inches by 5 3/4, and that's going to go along here. And I'm going to bring in my silicone mat while I'm gluing, because no adhesive will stick to this. It's a great little tool. And I'm using Memento glue. I've just put it in my own little bottle here. And I'm just going along the edges here. We're going to put one on here. I like these pinwheels. I'm going to slide that down just a little bit. Like that. Okay, I'm going to put another one, and I will have all of the measurements. I have it on my blog, and I will be putting a link to that below this post, Facebook post, so you can visit my blog and copy the measurements. There will be a link to this video too. So this one was 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. This one is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. We're just going to go along there like that. This is going to go on this panel right here. Okay. And so our card again is going to sit like this. Hey, Margaret. Thank you for sharing. We're doing a diamond stair step card. Okay, and then we're going to put a piece for the sentiment on the back here, and that's the same as this piece, which is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. Nice day today. There we go. And I've got ink or glue on my fingers. I'm just going to grab a white here. All right, so we have our designer series paper layers on our base that go on the base. And I'm just going to fold this like that. So this is how it's going to set. And now we're going to build our diamonds. So for the first one, we have a piece of cardstock that is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8, and this designer series paper is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. I'm going to layer it on there. Just like that. Your cards were beautiful that you shared, Margaret. The middle one, the card base, is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. And the designer series paper is 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. Now, I saw Sam Calcott from UK. This is where I got this pattern. She used different paper and a different sentiment set. And I'm going to use the Hippest Hippos. And so we've got that one. And then our last one that's going to go on the back. This cardstock is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. And the DSP is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I'll go right along there. All right. And then I've got glue on my hands. So, all right, we're going to start with adding our little hippos to this card. And I'm going to put one in the center of each of these. These are going to go this way like a diamond shape. And on the back one, we're going to have the one that's going to wear the glasses, sunglasses. So I used Fresh Freesia for my hippos on this one. And I used Stampin' Blends. I think this is a light Highland Heather, where I've colored them and I've already die cut them. And I should show you the die set. There's just a ton of dies in this set. There's a shape for each of the hippos here. Flowers, there's a tub, a little like boat, hearts, goggles, glasses, all kinds of shapes. There's some waves even. So I'm going to pop him on here with some dimensionals. And I will be back Monday evening for Simply Stampin' in the Meadow. grab these off here. This is a take your pick tool. It's kind of does a lot of different things. And I'm going to put this hippo kind of up towards the top, centered about like that. Get that out of there. And let's put, I've die cut some smaller shapes using the Give It a Whirl dies. There's some, no, I guess the only thing I used out of this comes later, I guess. I forgot about that. All right, so I've used the gold glimmer paper, and I've die cut some little hearts, and this is with the hippos dies. The hearts are in there. We'll put one right here. One here. Need to turn that a little bit. And there's a tiny one here. You could use glue dots too, if you prefer. And then his glasses I've also die cut out of the gold. They're tiny. You could use the adhesive sheets if you wanted to when you die cut them. And then you don't have to try and get the glue on there, but there, he looks cute. So we've got that one on there. And then the middle one, we'll go ahead and put him on. And he's the one with he or she is the one with the flowers. And dimensionals. And go just like this. Pull those off. And again, it's going to be this way, so I'm going to put her right up here close to the top. And we'll do the next one, which is this one. Now this one I'm going to center, because this is going to be on the front. Right like this. And she's going to be carrying an umbrella. Whoops. All right, so she's going to go right about here. And we'll get her little gold umbrella. Put a little glue on the back and on the handle. And it's going to go this way. And actually, I think I'll stick a dimensional under there. I think I can fit a whole one. Okay. And we'll add some little flowers. And these are die cut from the Hippo set. And one there. Another one here, so there's 3. A lot of little details in this card. All right, so now we're going to add them to our card base. We've got our 3 diamonds. So when you add these, you want to go almost to the bottom of the base, but not quite. And you want to center it. So I'm going to lay that about there. And I can see up here it needs to go over this way a little bit more. So I'm going to add, actually I'm using foam adhesive sheet. And I'm grabbing my other scissors that I can cut this with. I'm going to just cut a strip that's about a 1 inch wide. And I'm going to cut a little square. Oops. Squares are flying all over. All right, so there's 3. And it has a peel off one side. I'm going to put it down at the bottom of the diamond. All right, so I'm going to come in again and find where my center is. I think it's about right there. Wait a minute. Right there. All right, now I'm going to add the middle-sized one. And again, I'm putting this, it's more of a rectangle than a square, but at the bottom, right like that. And I'm going to put it down in here. And I want to center that. I'm going to line it up right here. I can see I've got that down too far. I'm going to move it up just a little. Okay, about like that. And then we're going to, I think he needs a little flower here, or she. Put it over here. And then the front one is going to go just like this. I'm peeling off the backing. Right about like that. Now, this is going to stick up a little bit above this, so I'm going to cut some of that off. Let's see if this will work or if it's going to show. All right. Nope, that's fine. Okay, so let's rebend this whole thing. There, we've got our stand-up card. And I'm going to add a heart on the front. I'm going to stamp it, and maybe I want it over here. This is from the Give It a Whirl dies, this heart. Let's see, ink. I'm going to use the sentiment. It says, always on point. You're always on point. And I'm using the Memento Black. Okay, and it just fits in there. And I'm going to put it, I think I'll put it on the left here. Just glue on the bottom part of it. All right. And I meant to, and I forgot to stamp on the back side here before I put this together. So what I'm going to do is stamp on a piece of scrap and add it on there. I'm going to stamp happy birthday on the back. You could do congratulations, whatever you're in the mood for. Actually, I think I'll use a piece of cardstock. And this is a piece of petal pink. And we'll do happy birthday on that. All right. And then let's turn this over. And I'm just going to cut this on a slant. Let's see if that looks right. This should be cut just a little more. Okay. And we'll put it on the back here. I'll turn it over so you can see it. Okay, I think that's about right. And then you can sign the back of this. So it turned out really cute. There you can see it maybe if I hold it like this better from the top screen. All right, and so now we're going to make an envelope for this because it's an odd size. So I saw a lady on YouTube. I think it was M.E. Stamping, Scrapbooking with M.E., capital M, capital E. And I'm not sure how long ago this was, but she had a way of figuring your size for all your envelopes. So this card is 6 by 6. And to make the template, you add 1/2 inch to that. So the template is 6.5 by 6.5. And then to figure out what our designer series paper is going to be, you add, for a square card, you add on 4 inches. So to the 6 inch. So our DSP that we're going to make our card out of is going to be 10 by 10. I've already cut it 10 by 10 right here. And this is from that same Design a Daydream designer series paper. Now I've also put a dot in the center of each side of this template because that's the middle. I've marked where the middle of the square is. All right, and what you want to do, this is really very simple, is we're going to center this. We're going to line our dot here up with our point. Let me move that down so you can see it. And you can use a long ruler, or I've got a quilting ruler. That's what I had down here. I just want to see if this is centered. So here's a dot, dot. Our point is here. So we need to pull this over a little bit. This way. Okay, so that is centered. Here's our dot. We can go straight up to that point and straight down to this point down here. I know you can't see it, but, and I don't want to move it because it'll slide. So what you start doing is you could use glue dots to hold this in place, but we're just going to take and start folding our sides up around the template like this. And I've got to move that over just a little bit. Okay, so there's one side. I'm going to pull this side up like that. And we can tell that our points are pretty lined up here. I'm going to pull this up so you can see it. All right, and then we're going to pull this up around our base, just like this. This forms our envelope. Okay, and then we're going to take, I'm going to fold right here down a little bit, right? So it's going to be right along that template. And that's going to be our top flap right there. All right, so now I'm going to take the template out. And I am just going to, now you can cut these corners out here. I'm not going to do that right now. So, but I am going to glue this. And I'm going to glue this to here. All right, and I'm going to fold this up like that. Okay, and this card will fit in there. We'll let it dry a minute and then I'll show you. So you have a nice coordinating envelope for the card. Right, so this we would just fold up like that. And this will slide right down in there, and it has a little bit of extra room there. And there's your envelope. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back Monday night with Simply Stampin' in the Meadow. And here's the card that I did earlier. You'll see this one on my blog with the In Color Designer Series paper. And then this one is with the envelope right here. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you have a great evening. Take care.